Hi, my name is Paul and I like to go places. Today I'm in the Coquihalla area just south of Merritt, and I was actually here last week doing a bunch of exploring on some new terrain that I've never been before but I've always wanted to check out. One of those was seeing if there was a route from the Coquihalla to Tulameen. There is technically, although most vehicles probably won't be able to do it. The old way to do that was a road called Lawless Britton Forest Service Road, and that's from the Britton Creek rest stop area. Now, unfortunately, that road has washed out at some point in the last 2 years. I'm not sure exactly when, but I went there and it is a very large washout. Like, you're not getting through there unless maybe if you've got a dirt bike, you might be able to make it through there, but yeah, for regular vehicles, it's not happening. So while I was out there, I was checking all the side roads and stuff, and I did accidentally find the detour route, which is you go down Grasshopper Forest Service Road, and then there's another side road, and then there's a very small ATV trail, which then goes and connects you with another road, which is off of the Lawless Britton Forest Service Road, and then that would actually continue on to Tulameen. Now the problem is, there is a massive tree that has uprooted and fallen right across this little ATV trail, and if you have a vehicle with really high clearance, you might be able to drive around it because it's a logged area, so you've got like tree stumps all over the place and stuff like that. So, you know, most vehicles, I don't think you're going to be able to make it through there, but yeah, like this is a massive tree, and you're going to need some like heavy machinery, I think, to get that out of the way. So I don't know when or if that will ever happen. But yeah, that's apparently the only actual way to bypass that washout, because the only other way that I can see on the satellite is actually private property and it's locked behind a fence. So you can't go that way. So anyway, I did manage to find a wreck site though that I'd never heard of before, so I'll include that clip in this video because I didn't have enough content to make a video last week. But yeah, today I'm going to explore, there's a place, I think it's called the 10K Cabin. I don't know, I saw it on the map, we're gonna try going there, and we're gonna try following the Tulameen Forest Service Road kind of like south from where we were last week. So it doesn't actually go to Tulameen, it's just called Tulameen Forest Service Road. I think it's because it's near the Tulameen River, if I'm not mistaken. So, but anyway, right now what I'm gonna do is I'm on the side of the Coquihalla Highway. I think it's the Clearwater Road exit, and I believe there's a way to get to Shovelnose Mountain. The previous way that I've been trying to do is through Brookmere, and the last time I was trying to go up there, there was a bunch of industrial work happening, so I turned around because I didn't want to be stuck in the middle of that stuff. But yeah, there's another way apparently, which is what I'm on, and that might take me right to the top of Shovelnose Mountain. So we're just going to start with that today, I think. One of the other reasons I'm out here, I actually forgot to mention, when I'm done off-roading, so the Coquihalla Highway is just over there, and when I'm done in this area, I'm going to keep going that way, and then past the Britton Creek rest area is, I think it's some big brake check that starts with a Z. I can't remember the actual proper name, but I probably will head out there to do some test flying on my drone. I've got the DJI Mini 3 Pro, and this is the DJI RC remote, and I just modified this to have external antennas. This remote only comes with internal antennas, and the version of this remote that has the better antennas is like another $500, and I obviously wasn't going to spend a bunch of money to do that. So I drilled holes in the case, and I ran these external antenna ports with cables right to the board inside here. And yeah, I'm going to give that a shot and try to see kind of how far away I can get my drone. So I'm hoping to get some really cool mountain shots, and I'll include the drone footage, I think, at the end of this video. So yeah, anyway, let's keep going up this road, I guess. It looks like there's no work on the road until you get further toward Brookmere. And then look for the turn that's right underneath some power lines. You'll see them just kind of like along this road here. This appears to be the trail that goes straight up to the top of the mountain, where I'm assuming that's why these power lines are here. So, yeah, it's a little bit rocky here, but not really that big of a deal. All right, well, we've made it. We've got our radio towers here, and looks like there is a helipad there for accessing this place in the winter. The trail coming up, the very last stretch of it does get pretty steep and rocky, so you're definitely gonna want to have a vehicle that's capable of doing that safely. But let's take a look at the view here. Yeah, quite nice. So there's the trail goes down there. So yeah, it is pretty steep. So the highway, I think that's the Coquihalla highway, way down there. So, and after we leave here, we're going that direction, kind of where all those snowy mountains are. Do some exploring over there. All right, so we've made it to the Britton Creek rest stop, and I've pulled off on the Tulameen Forest Service road. I'm not sure exactly which road it was actually called, but it splits off into like the Britton Forest Service road and the Grasshopper road, which I believe is maybe the one that I took. Actually, I'm not too sure. The Grasshopper one might be a little further that way, and then the Britton Forest Service road is way over the hills or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the clip of the wreck site, the Murphy Lakes wreck site, which is somewhere that I found last week as I was on Grasshopper Road looking for the bypass to get around that washout. So yeah, you can see that wreck site. All right, so it looks like I accidentally found a wreck site. Here we've got Murphy Lake. I think this is what was visible. I was further up, higher up on the Britton Creek Forest Service Road, and I could see lakes from up there. And so I've now turned around and gone down Grasshopper Road, and yeah, this appears to be what I saw from higher up there. Let's see. Oh, we've already reached the camping area. Picnic tables everywhere. Wonder if, how do you get to the lake? I'm assuming I probably can't actually drive in there. I can see the lake kind of, you know, through the trees. So maybe it's just a short hike. Let's go take a look. Well, it seems like a nice peaceful place to camp. Outhouse there. I can hear a creek further down that way. But I don't think you can get a vehicle in here as far as I can tell. But this appears to be the trail. Now, when I was further up, it kind of looked like there was two lakes, maybe kind of connected. So I'm not too sure. Let's see though. This is very nice though. Yeah, so like I was on a forest road further up there, and then it just kind of ended somewhere up there. You couldn't really go any further than that. So yeah, I guess this is what, Murphy Lake? It's pretty nice. All right, so let's take a look at where we are right now. This is the road to the 10K cabin. That over there is the Tulameen FSR to also Lodestone, and then apparently, what is it, the cut across? Oh, that's backwards. So where it says cut across to Britton FSR, that's behind us. And then, yeah, main parking lot is behind us. So now, well, first of all, this is a big ass ditch here. But okay, so we got a sign that says the 10K area snowmobile trail. So here's the thing. I mean, I could probably drive up there. However, I can already see snow just up the hill there, and I'm assuming this goes up to the top of the mountain. So I don't think I'm gonna actually bother trying to drive up here because, yeah, I mean, if it is a dedicated snowmobile trail, you know, it's probably gonna get rough further up. And we are still in like a snow-covered area because this late winter, so I think I'm gonna say not gonna try to reach the cabin that's up this way. But yeah, what I'm gonna do then is get back onto the Tulameen FSR and keep following it basically as far as I can until I have to turn around from low gas. So I believe there's some wreck sites along the way there that we'll be able to find. I'm not entirely sure. I've never been on this road before, so let's get to it. All right, well, I'm assuming this is the Tulameen River. And I'm still on the Tulameen Forest Service Road, which is basically just kind of like running along the river, I guess, for the most part. I just passed the turn that said Lodestone. Not really sure where that connects to. Earlier at the start of the road, it said that Lodestone is closed at the 0 kilometer mark, which I think would be some ways way up there. I have no idea. Yeah. But who knows? Yeah, there's no cell reception out here. So I'm basically running blind without my map. And I thought there was going to be a wreck site somewhere along here. I have no idea where it is, but we're just going to keep driving. And unfortunately, it's not quite as nice of a day as it said it was going to be. I was hoping for blue skies, and now it looks like it potentially might start raining at some point. Oh well. So I think I actually passed a wreck site just kind of right after that stop I made, because there was people there with tents and campfires. And then I found another little random turn off here, and I figured I would check it out. And then I saw this, and I don't really know what we're in for here. Like, what the hell is going on here? Some heavy machinery. Oh, this is really creepy. Keith sucks dick. Okay. This has explosives on it. Yeah, okay. It's interesting. Alright, you should be able to see a little bit better. I'm not actually going to go inside this thing because it looks disgusting. There's a bunch of bolts and stuff. And the shelving, and it's basically just a bunch of garbage in here. Alright, what else do we have here? Another container there. Creepy ass camper. Uh-huh. Yeah, this thing's probably been here for a while. From Penticton. Interesting. Windows are all smashed out. Kind of looks like it's right out of the 1970s or something like that. Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm actually going to go in here because, well, it looks disgusting. It's probably covered in mold and just full of garbage too. Some sort of fire hose down here. What else do we have? Oh, what the hell? This is a vehicle. Oh, I thought this was just like a random container. But this is a truck. What the hell? It's from Prince George. Wow. This is fascinating. So yeah, this has probably been here for a while. I think this river has had a few real big floods. I think one was actually recent, within maybe the last 5 years. Maybe. I remember Tulameen River being a big problem. But yeah, like this is like way sunken in to all the ground surrounding it. But this is really cool. So, I mean, this is obviously kind of like a environmental disaster, but it is interesting coming across random crap like this. But, you know, I don't really like that this is like a garbage dumping area. But finding old vehicles kind of just like in places they shouldn't be is kind of fun. And yeah, it's looking pretty gross in there. Neat. Well, what the hell is this? Some sort of thing someone tried to build, I suppose. Let's see. What is here? Alright, this is also really smelly, so I'm not going to go in here. Especially since it looks like it's just literally piles of garbage. But yeah, there's random pieces of hose and containers, but for the most part it just looks like tons of garbage and the ceiling is caved in. It looks like this was on fire at some point. So yeah, this is kind of a disaster. I didn't realize there was actually a tent that was also right here. Yeah. Well, basically it's just a bunch of trash here. This would otherwise be a fairly decent place to camp, but with this crap here, like, I don't know. I don't like camping in areas where people are known to be, especially the squatter type. So, but this is pretty neat, this heavy machinery. Yeah. Oh well. So what we're going to do is I am going to get back onto the Tulameen Forest Service Road, and we're just going to keep on going until I start to run out of gas. So I think I just passed like the 33-kilometer mark on the Tulameen Forest Road, and there's like a sign here, just like Vuich Falls, use at own risk. Use what? I don't see anything. What the hell is this? Yeah, okay, I think this makes a little more sense. There's a wreck site, apparently. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we've got like a pretty small wreck site here. I think there's probably, what, 2 picnic tables that I can see. And then an outhouse there as well. So I'm assuming there's maybe like a trail somewhere. I have no idea. Because when I was stopped at that last sign with the falls, I didn't hear anything. So, Well, there is like kind of... I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, holy shit. There's kind of a trail here, but holy crap. Yeah, too many bugs. Abort. Yeah, I did not plan on doing any sort of hiking today, so I don't have bug spray on. Yep. Anyway, this might be somewhere I check out in the future. I'll have to research more about this place when I get home, see if it's worth coming out again to do a camp or whatever. So anyway, let's see what else we can get up to today. So I just left that other wreck site, and now I've come to Sutter Creek wreck site, and it's basically like I got a couple picnic tables in here, and then I can hear the creek, but I don't know if there's a trail to get down there easily. Maybe not that way. I'm still getting eaten by mosquitoes, so I'm not gonna hang around too long. I think I got like 30 of them in my Jeep right now, so yeah, that's real cool. Yeah, okay. Looks like... Oh, I see just across the road there's another spot over there. But yeah, let's just go down here. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Just unfortunate that there are so many damn mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes with a passion. Ah, shit. Yeah, they're biting me. Anyway. So, that's at the 34-kilometer mark here on the Tulameen Forest Service Road. So, let's just take a quick peek over here. Caution, danger. Oh, I like the sound of that. What do we have here? Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's quite the drop. But that looks really cool. I don't think there's going to be a safe way to get any further down from here, really. Yeah. Well, I'm actually glad that I stopped here to see that. It looks like some people have kind of like gone in there a little bit. There's no way I'm going to be doing that. So I suppose it's possible might be able to make it down there. But yeah, I'm not doing that. But that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna hop back in the Jeep and just gonna keep going. So I think I was at like the 38-kilometer mark of Tulameen Forest Service Road, and I just saw a random trail come down, and I thought, whatever, I'll take a look at it. And yeah, I've ended up here. I don't know where I am. Just a random cabin. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else is over here. Oh, interesting. Some collapsed shelters. Yeah. And just on the other side of the cabin, there's like some camping spots. So really I have no idea what I've kind of stumbled into here. So like just over there were some camping spots. Yeah. But anyway, I did see there was like a welcome sign on the inside of the cabin, so I guess it's okay if we go take a look. So yeah, it says, "Please enjoy our cabin." And we got some firewood. And alright, so I cranked up the ISO, should be able to see this a little better. And we got some cabinets and table here. Couple of beds. I see people have kind of like written notes on here for when they stayed here. There's a lot of like, I got 2012, probably 2009. And that door there just exits the cabin. I saw that on the back. Oh, and then here's the stove. Pretty neat. What's in here? Some papers. Well, I'm curious what's like... Oh, there is actually stuff in here. Like dishes and whatnot. Well, that's pretty neat. I like finding just weird stuff like this, just completely randomly. Alright, so I think that's going to wrap up this video. I would like to explore that area more, but I'm going to have to bring a lot more gas with me, I think. I brought a 20-liter spare gas tank, and like it takes a lot of gas to get out there in the first place. And yeah, to keep doing all of that exploring for like an entire day, I'd have to bring a lot more gas with me. So, but yeah, there's a lot of areas I do want to keep exploring in that region. I want to look up some of the like old mining areas, see what I can get to there, but that'll be sometime in the future. And yeah, like I need to get a better solution for satellite maps when there's no cell phone signal, because yeah, I was just flying blind most of the way, just guessing what I might find. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna probably include some evening drone footage. I'm just kind of like out at the base of some of these really tall snow-covered mountains right now, and collecting some drone footage, testing out my modification on the remote to see what kind of extended range I can get. So yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up this video then. Thanks for watching.